Hey, what's up? I know it's late, but if most of you like me, you stay up late anyway, so I figured somebody'd be out here. This is my Floyd Bayne channel, so I'm kind of checking this out to see if it works the same way the other one did. This trying to make some changes and learn a little bit more about this system, if you will. Okay. So the picture looks the same. Anywho, what do you want to talk about? Anything? I'm looking at my Facebook page now. Let's see what kind of news stories we got up here. Of course, the gas thing, the gas shortage. Everybody's panicking once again. Back in last year when they had the panic on the toilet paper, my first question was, so does COVID cause you to go to the bathroom a lot? What's that all about? I don't know if people ever stop and think about the stuff they do, or they just react to something they see or hear. Actually, it's kind of disappointing. You would think by now that with all the information we have available to us, and all the sources for that information, that people could do a little bit of research, maybe think a little bit. But now if they see something on TV or Facebook or wherever it is they see it, and they just want to panic. They lose their minds. So now we see all these people out here hoarding gas because the pipeline was down. Well, the pipeline hadn't been down, what, a day, maybe 2 days, and people were going, oh my God, we'll never have gas again. So we got to go out and hoard it all. And I love the ones that are putting it in plastic bags. And you've all seen the videos. Men, women, it doesn't matter. They just put it in the bag, twist it, or tie it in a knot. I don't know how they transport that and think it's not going to leak, but again, thinking seems to be a lost art anymore. So we got that going on. Part of that, in keeping with that theme, the gas shortage or the gas pipeline, any liberals out there who might see this, as a teacher, I try to take advantage of teachable moments. When I'm in the classroom and somebody brings something up, or we see something in a textbook or read something from the newspaper, I try to take advantage of teachable moments. Here's something to think about. Now, liberals are the ones who would tell you that, they hate the pipelines. Pipelines bad for the environment. We don't need pipelines. Get rid of the pipelines. And of course, first thing Biden does when he takes office is put the clamps on the Keystone Pipeline, not only shutting that down and any access to more gas we might have had, but, killing thousands of jobs. How does that make you feel, Mr. and Mrs. Union member who voted for him? Way to go, dumbasses. But if you've ever seen a pipeline or seen pictures of it, now I'm going to be honest with you, I've never been right up next to a pipeline, okay? So I've never stood next to a gas pipeline. I've seen video of them. I've seen pictures of them. And they're a lot less obtrusive than, say, a lithium mine where the ground and the earth is being dug up and torn up for miles around so people can get lithium for the batteries for their electric or their hybrid cars to save the environment. I mean, once again, do you ever stop and think? Or you just let your emotions handle everything? Or do you just do what somebody else tells you? I mean, do you think independently at all? Do you just wait for your marching orders? It's amazing. But how does it feel now? How does the idea, even if you haven't experienced it yourself in the past 3 or 4 days, how does the idea of not having any gasoline sit with you? I mean, it goes beyond your personal experience. It goes beyond your vehicle and your driveway and where you might want to go or what you might want to do. Okay? And while I'm talking to you, I'm clicking around here, just testing this new system and seeing how it works. So anyway, if you have any questions on my Facebook page, if you're watching this through my Facebook page, Patrick Jefferson Lee, type in some questions. I want to see if they come up on my feed here. Now I'm on YouTube doing a live feed, so you might have to go to Floyd Bayne channel in YouTube. You might try that if anybody wants to help me figure this out. If you go to the YouTube, go to Floyd Bayne channel, see if it comes up there, and you could type in some questions. Anyway, back to the gas thing. So it's not just about you and your car, Mr. or Mrs. Liberal. I mean, I haven't had to go anywhere in the last couple of days, so I'm not using any gas. I haven't had to go out looking for gas. But I know people who have, and they haven't been able to find it. So how about you? Have you had to go looking for gas? Have you had trouble finding it? I know you want alternative sources for energy. I get it. You're all worried about the environment. I like the environment too. I like going to a river. I like going to a lake. I like walking through the woods and not seeing trash everywhere, cars up on blocks. You know, somebody threw a refrigerator away out in the woods to get rid of it. I don't pollute. I don't litter. If I go out somewhere and I've got a drink with me, or I've got a candy bar wrapper left over from something, I put it in my pocket until I find a trash can. So I understand the idea of protecting the environment, and I'm all for that. But you guys, again, you don't think things through to logical conclusions. Now, whether you like it or not, until we come up with another source of energy, a reliable source, something that's affordable, that people are willing to pay for, something that's efficient and it works, we're stuck with gasoline, whether you like it or not. And we have to get gasoline to the gasoline stations so that you and I and truck drivers and school buses and ambulances and fire engines and whoever else needs gasoline can get it. And until we come up with your panacea, your utopian alternative energy source, that's what we're stuck with. So how does it feel right now not being able to get gasoline? Not being able to go where you want to go? How does it feel when you go to the store and you don't see items on the shelf that you normally would buy, that you really want to buy, because they couldn't get there because the truckers couldn't afford the gas to get them there? You see how this works? It doesn't affect just you and your car. It affects everything. And again, whether you like it or not. So you need to think these things through. Your electric cars, by the way, until we come up with your alternative source, are powered by electricity that is generated by coal-powered plants in many cases. But you don't like that, do you? Because coal, carbon footprint, we can't have that. Gasoline's got to get here somehow. And for the first time in over 50 years, the United States of America was energy independent. We didn't have to depend on the Middle East or Russia or Canada or anybody else for oil. Well, now look at us. Gasoline prices were going down. Now look at us. Oh, I know. You're going to find some way to still blame Trump for it. I get that. But let's face it, every president before Trump, whatever happened on his watch, you laid the blame at his feet. So here we are. It's Joe Biden's administration. So you can try to blame whoever else you want to. The fact is, it's happening on his watch. So here we are. Anyway, okay, so I'm not, excuse me, I'm not seeing any posting going on here. So either nobody's watching or nobody's figured out how to get to it yet. Anyway, I'll continue this process, not with this particular video, but, moving forward. because as I mentioned earlier, YouTube, just as like Facebook, has decided that the Liberty Activist Media Network, on which I posted my videos, needed to be shut down because we were just violating some kind of standards. And you know what that means. It's all bullshit. They just didn't like what we were posting. You had guys like Larkin Rose, me, Kirby Harris, and some others who like to talk about this wacky thing called liberty and personal responsibility and how the government is not your friend. Well, YouTube's not going to stand for that. So I'm waiting to see how long it's going to be before they shut my page down once somebody notices some more of the videos here. Again, check out my blog. Right now, the videos aren't there until Kirby can figure out a way to A, access the old videos from Liberty Activist, if he can at all, and B, set this page, Floyd Bayne channel, up so that it automatically goes to the blog page like the other one did. In the meantime, I have written blogs there, stuff you can read. So if you want to keep up with me there, that's fine too. And I encourage you to check it out and comment if you like, share it with people if you see something you like. If you think I'm full of crap, then tell me I'm full of crap. You know, we'll take it from there and see where we go with it. Anywho, I think that's enough for now. So, as I said before, I'll continue this process and try to get better at it. Kirby's going to try to figure out how to set this, set the blog up so that the old videos show up if he's able to do that, and then set this page up to automatically go to the blog page. So here we go. Y'all have a good evening.